Good morning.
I think you look at you. You look like you're about 10 feet tall. You're so proud of how things went over the weekend for you.
You know, I'm tired, but I'm just so happy that everything went so well. Everyone had such a great time. We've got a great new rose. We had a chance to visit with our Ohio roses again, and all the roses that came in from Kentucky and Canada, and as you said, County Mayo, and of course Maria. It was just an unbelievable evening. I think one thing that was interesting is, you know, we'd pre-printed name tags, and that was kind of one way we found out how many people were there. There's less than 6 people didn't make it last night, and when you consider the weather and all that, that was astounding. At an average wedding, you lose twice that many. So I think
Sometimes the groom.
it has happened. I
All
believe
right.
it. My wife had some concerns at our wedding, but we worked through it.
I tell you, there were legitimate concerns.
Okay, we'll let that go.
Okay, Mike. Well, what a great group, though. Like, I really was impressed with them. Just loved every one of them. Any of the 10 roses. In all the years I've been watching the Rose Tralee, I think this was incredible.
Yeah, we just had like 10 contestants, or applicants, really, not contestants.
Yeah, you see, you
I use the wrong word
I
too.
know,
every once in a while.
and Denise
Okay.
is here policing
And
everything you say.
I got the dirty look. I
I know.
can say so.
And Maria also.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
watching us like, oh, to see we don't say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Contestants, they don't want us to use that. Why are we supposed to use that?
And-
Maria, what is the word? Where are you? What am I
Right.
supposed to say? What is it?
Well, entrants or applicants or
Applicants.
beautiful women. We'll take anything that you want to throw at us there.
Okay, that's great. But listen, I wanna name who they were, because there's a lot of our local people, and you know the funny thing about it, I was listening to those names and reading them in the book, and I know nearly all of the relatives. Like I knew Katie's great-grandfather, believe that, and I know most of the people that are in this. I know them, or I know the family.
Yeah,
So that's
I
how
think
they
the
all-
Irish, you know, the first question when you're Irish is, my mother used to ask, what parish were they
That's
from?
right.
And that was the way they identified the Kilbanes from that Kilbane, and the Cooney from that Cooney, and the Killeen from that Killeen.
Yeah, you remember that book that George Condon wrote about all the names of all the different people, like the Kilbanes. There was all the different Kilbanes, the Chambers. They all had nicknames because there was so many of them. And Maria, you'd probably be interested in this. There was just so many of those of the same names. For instance, there was probably about 40 Kilbanes, and every one of them had a different nickname. The Chambers was the same. The funeral homes were called lay-down chambers.
Right.
Then the Billy Chambers and Emmett Chambers were called fire bricks because they owned a brick company. And they all had-
Set 'em up chambers on the pub.
Yeah, that's right. There was what was it called? Lay-down chambers
And stand-up
And
chambers.
stand-up chambers.
That's right. And then there was the Johnny Lavelle and Red Johnny Lavelle and all the other ones,
Too
yes.
bad.
Uh-huh.
It's a great book
Right.
there if you get a chance to read it. I got a kick out of Coughlin Danny last night when he was talking to the, which was the little lady that was it Maureen Rose Ginley, about, she was an author or a writer,
Right, correct.
and I'll tell you, she ought to write a book about Coughlin. He's a great character.
He
I
is.
love Dan, don't you love him?
He's got another book coming out too, as soon as he gets his computer files back from the guy that basically stole.
The both books that he came out, he came on the program right a few days after they came out. He came on the program. The first one was Past the Nuts. Remember
Yeah.
that one? Then the second was Crazy and the Papers to Prove It.
Right.
That was a good one too.
Problem was, I knew most of the guys that were in those books.
Yeah, me too. I know a lot of them. Yeah.
And they're true.
Anyway, the lineup last night. I must announce it here. In fact, the reason I'm doing it, I probably should be letting Katie do this, but I'm going to do it, Katie. Hope you don't mind. Claire Fox, Maureen Rose Ginley, Aaron Hogan, Grania Hutchinson, Siobhan McCarthy, Anne Profeta, Katie Zenti, who's with us here this morning, Haley Taylor, and that's it. That's all of them, I think. That's 10 of them. Oh my God, what a great group, though. But it was a wonderful show that you put together. Tell me, were you guys working on this all week?
Yeah, we started Friday. Actually,
No.
we've been working on this for months. And
I know, but the actual selection process began a few days early, right?
the actual selection process, the first time the applicants came in was a week ago Saturday. And they went through some private interviews, some group interviews, and then they got on the bus and had an awful lot of fun. And what happened is, I tell people we had 10 individuals come in, and by Saturday afternoon we had a group of one. These ladies were not only very impressive, but they just bonded together and they had such fun. I'm disappointed we don't have 10 roses. We can only have one, but we have 10 outstanding young Irish women that competed in this, and they didn't compete either.
Oh, one thing
I can't say that either.
Mike, I didn't have this written down, but I just thought of it. We are having the Mayo Society afternoon tea. We're having it every year on the second Sunday of June at John Carroll University. We have it in the atrium of John Carroll. And I noticed last night the number of the students that graduated from John Carroll. A lot of them did. Now, I know Grania is a Dayton person, so we'll forgive her for that. But my son went to Dayton also. But we're inviting all 10 roses and the former roses to come to this event on the 14th. So, Katie, I hope you're free. Grania, I hope you'll be back in town first. And it is also going to be a going away party for the Irish consulate out of Chicago. He's leaving after 4 years in the country representing the Irish in 13 states. So this will be his going away party from Cleveland. So it's going to be a big day, hopefully, in the city, and we're in football. I want the roses to come, all 10 of them.
Certainly.
So
you're going to have to get more seats in, because everyone will come and see what a fine group they are.
We'll send special invitations to all the roses and former roses also. And Maria, she's invited all the way from Shrew. She may, God knows where she'd be traveling though on the 14th of June. She could be in Australia for all we know.
No, I think that's a couple months earlier. She is going to be in Australia.
Okay. Maria, grab that microphone there for a minute. Good, but we do have
Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
Great to see you again.
You're looking well and done.
I told you last night that I was going to dress up for you this morning.
And I told you I was too.
Well, you
I
are.
didn't.
You are dressed up. You look great. You look wonderful. How did the few days go for you in Cleveland? Was this your first visit here, by the way?
I was here about 2 years ago for the North Americans, but I don't like to reminisce on that because I play for the Notre Dames in Philadelphia. We got slightly abolished on the 2 games that we played. So this is the first trip to Cleveland, first trip to Ohio, as I like to say, and it's been fantastic. It's they definitely showed me the good spots. They definitely showed me